Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Noreha. So today we will present about the industry relations and our company choose our group choose Sandabi company. So before that, we will introduce ourselves. So my name is
My name is Nofatini binti Rusli.
My name is Siti Noraihan binti Omar.
My name is Nur Amira binti Rozali.
And my name is Nur Atira binti Robi.
The next presenter will be Siti Norehan and she will present about the background of the business.
So for the background of the business, which is Sime Darby Berhad, Sime Darby is a Malaysia-based diversified multinational involved in few sectors, which is as shown, plantation, property, which is it calls Sime Darby Plantation, Sime Darby Property, Sime Darby Motors, Sime Darby Industrial Equipment, Sime Darby Energy and Utilities, and Sime Darby Healthcare. So it founded in 1910, business division seeks to create positive benefits in economy, environment and society. So in 2007, Sime Darby Berhad Corporation was created through a merger of three Malaysian giant companies, which is Sime Darby, Guthrie and also Golden Hope. They merged into vehicle entity named Synergy Drive, and in November 2007, Synergy Drive renamed to Sime Darby Berhad. So for the next slide. So this is Sime Darby subsidiaries as shown, which is they have Sime Darby Plantation, as I mentioned earlier, Sime Darby Plantation, Sime Darby Property, Sime Darby Industrial, Sime Darby Motors, and also Sime Darby Energy and Utilities. So I will pass the next slide to Ms. Atira.
So for the issue of industrial relation, the issue is occurred in Sime Darby Berhad, which is related to one of subsidiaries, which is Sime Darby Plantation. So these issues occurred between Sime Darby Plantation and All Malayan Estate Union, which is AMASU. So the AMASU sent a letter of grievance on why the bonus was not fair among lower management and operation staff. So the AMASU have sent the letter, and the Sime Darby Communication officially said that the company was unable to respond as the matter has been taken to court. The issue is when the lower management and operation staff receive lower bonus rather than the upper management in Sime Darby Berhad, which is it stated that the upper management receive 12 to 14 month bonus payout rather than lower management and operation staff. They also reported that some of the lower management and operation staff did not receive any bonus at all. So for the solution, I will continue to Ms. Raihan.
As for the findings, for the solution, as mentioned by Ms. Atira, the Plantation Workers Union initially filed a case against Sime Darby Plantation Sdn Berhad over a land bonus payout of mismatch. So Sime Darby Plantation Sdn Berhad and All Malayan Estate Staff Union, which is AMESU, done some negotiation. They done some negotiation to settle the issue between both parties. So by resolving this issue, AMESU and by resolving this issue with the negotiation, so AMESU and the company, which is Sime Darby Berhad, will be able to continue a positive and close relationship in the best interest of their members. So for the next slide, I will pass to Ms. Akila.
So the Under Equality Act 2010 mentioned that the element about the less favorable treatment is crucial to prove discrimination by highlighting out the discriminatory actions. In this act, the meaning of less favorable is include dismissal, retrenchment, constructive dismissal, victimization, and discrimination are all situations that fall into this category. So, under the Equality Act 2010, has two law or acts suitable can relate with the issue. Okay, firstly is under the under Article 8, Subsection 1, the Federal Constitution stated that before the law, everyone is equal and has the right to equal protection. The equality rules does not prohibit the law from classifying and distinguishing person, but the equality must exist between and among the person who are grouped together. Secondly, is under the Article 8, Subsection 2, stated that there shall be no discrimination against a citizen on the basis of religion, race, position, descent, place of birth, or gender in any law or appointment under the public authority or in the administration of any law related to the acquisition, holding, or disposition property or establishment or carrying of the trade, business, professions, vocation, or employment except expressly authorized by the Constitution. So next, I will pass to the Miss Amira.
Okay, thank you to Miss Akila. I will explain about the Article 49 Industrial Law. Okay, based on the correct interpretation of Article 49 is that the discretion is to be exercised as a follow, which is first whether the company pay or not the bonus, and if the company are decided to pay the bonus, the discretion must be exercised in favor of all the employee, even though the company is decided on the quantum payable to each employee. So as the case in the Sime Darby, it has shown that there is a difference in bonus payment, and the employee are arguing that the collaborates was unfair to lower management and also the operating staff at a time when it had given nice bonus to its management staff last year. So I will pass to the next presenter.
I will explain about the related cases. First cases is about Supercoma Wira and Cable Sindaran Berhad versus Anjana Dewi, Anak Profan Setiabalu and others. This case about discrimination by the appellant against the respondent when the action only taken against the 5 respondent, while there is other 55 of employee who also breached the order of line leader by having line outside the lunch hour. This indicated that similar approach was applied in determining less favorable treatment. Second cases is integrated providing and shipping Berhad versus Rozia Abdullah. She claimed that not treated the same compared to the previous employee of the company who received the retirement benefit. The court held that it was a wrong exercise decision by the company that does amount to discriminatory practice that constitute unfair labor practice. Next slide. For the third case is Leo Burnett Advertising, Sindiran Berhad versus Agnes and Rodriguez. The claimant claimed that the employee did not provide her any raises or bonus. She also not given an ampao when nearly all other employees were granted the same. Industry court held that ampao, bonus, and yet increment are company discretionary payment based on the employee performance. It was not a discrimination because the claimant was not the only employee who was exempted from receiving them, and there is no evidence. Next.
Okay, next I will present the last related case, which is the Kestifal, Klang Rubber Estate, and also All Malayan Staff Union. So according to the industrial court, ruled that when the corporation exercised its discretion to give out the bonus in 2014, it should have done so in the best interest of all employees, not just few. So the company claimed that the complainant did not get a bonus since their performance rating was 4. However, the evidence revealed that other employees with a performance rating of 4 were paid bonus. So the court determined that the company's right to exercise its discretion over the incentive payment should be used fairly. So the decision not to give the complainant a bonus for the year 2014 is an unfair labor practice. So however, this decision should not be interpreted as implying that the firms must always provide the bonus to all employees, even their their poor in performance. So I will pass to the next presenter.
For the first suggestion is to raise awareness among workers and employees. Government can develop a proper policy on this subject to serve a guideline for the industry. Otherwise, employees will assume that their methods are correct as long as they follow the standard operating procedure or policy standard. Next.
Okay, next is we suggest to the SMW to make improvement on change their way of the leadership style. So as we know that mostly of the employee attracted to the leader who are likely using transformational leadership since they accept some of the employee idea. So not only that, one of the way can make the harmonious in the company because the employee feel more comfortable to cooperate with the employer. So next is
Okay, so the next suggestion and recommendation, the company also can make the training about the Employment Act, which is we suggest this idea because there are still many more workers who are less knowledgeable about the welfare rights that they should be able to get. So therefore, training to improve knowledge about the employment is important for every employee so that they can defend their own rights. So for the next suggestion and recommendation.
Okay, next is the management needs to practice by using a POLC function, which is the planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So for planning, the necessity that managers or the company being aware of the environmental condition confronting the organization as well as forecasting future issue. So that for organizing is a management function that entails creating an organizational structure and deploying human resource to guarantee that the goals are met, which coordinated in the organization structure. So decision about an organization structure are sometimes referred to as organizational design decision. For the leading entails using a social and informal channel of the influence to motivate people to take the action. For the lastly is controlling, which entails making certain that performance does not depart from the standard. Okay, by doing the POLC, it can regard as the best approach to describe and to avoid the same issue are happen. So next.
So for the last suggestion, I will explain that SAMDABI should resolve the issues about discrimination issues quickly and fairly. This is because it is really important. So for the SAMDABI to resolve the issue, do not procrastinate the issue or delay the solving problem because it will impact the employees' feelings because it will also can affect the reputation and also the process will be impacted. Sorry. Next, for the next slide.
I will explain about the limitation of assignment. First is lack of resources. The resources that we need is not covering the requirement that needed to complete this assignment. So we need to find other alternatives that will help us to finish this report. Second is difficult to find the information needed. We need to do more research to find other supporting detail to approve the information that we get. Sometimes the information that we get is not clear regarding the fact that we found. Next slide is.
For the conclusion, it is important to eliminate discrimination at work. Employees enjoy working at organizations if there are equal treatment from the management. Government shall implement proper laws and proper human rights at the government level as one of ways to stop discrimination. Discrimination may give back impact towards the employees and employees also the relationship between both. So they also may not only physically affected, but also mentally affected by the employees. Last but not least, discrimination at workplace is not a small issue, and that the company or the organization should not be taken lightly by any parties. That's all. Thank you.